And now I would like to honor our next keynote speaker, who is Dr. Arun Sharma. Our next keynote speaker is Dr. Arun Sharma.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar. That is how we meet on certain occasions.
Sir, good to see you.
Okay, thank you. So, good morning to all of you. And I'm very happy to learn that Mr. Smith Dutt has rightly said that India has been leader in forensic in the past also. If you go through the history in Indian scenario, whether right from the Rig Veda time or Kautilya time, there has been a lot of things that was done in the forensic, but somehow or the other we were taught that forensic have come all the way from foreign land, which is not correct. If you go through the history, you will come across so many examples where Kautilya and this, it has been said that these things have been employed, though there were not certain scientific tests and all that, but yet they were using forensic in the investigation of sexual assault, in the case of death, poisoning, or the disputed paternity, and all these issues. But in the recent time, forensic has evolved greatly, and challenge lies on us because of the importance that we have gained over a period of time, that we have been able to solve the mysteries of the crime, whether any case, high profile cases here and there, whether it was in my state or elsewhere in different parts of the country. And forensic, as a result thereof, has gained a lot of importance, and people know about that. Forensic is going to solve the mysteries of crime for the simple reason that it is based on scientific tenets. When science is there, transparency is there, because this is an era of Right to Information Act and all these things are there. So the responsibility is also passed on to forensic people, that we should deliver to the society and come to the expectation of the society. So for that, I personally feel that with this background in mind, I thought that a quality report is most important thing that a forensic lab or any forensic setup can deliver. And at the same time, equally important is that the reports are also delivered in a time-bound manner, because the report delivered after years or months together becomes somewhat irrelevant, or somehow may not be of use to the society or to the investigation agencies or even courts. So with that thing in mind, I thought quality report is very important. And now when we talk about the quality, when innovation, we are talking about the innovation, so very equally important becomes, okay, why should be quality? What are the ingredients of the quality? So quality is not simply by saying the quality is there, because if you go to the literal meaning of the quality, it is a degree of excellence. So degree of excellence is very important in our work also. In forensic report, it is much more important, because we are dealing with the lives and liberties of the individual. Our single report can take a person to the gallows, and a single report can take a person away from the gallows. So we have to understand that the quality of report is very short. And how this quality is to be maintained, there are so many things which have to be maintained. For example, I would like to say, first of all, quality of the manpower. And if the quality of the manpower is correct, and quality of the manpower will be based on certain things, that he should be a qualified man, he should be a trained person. Before that, I think slide is there, I forgot a little bit. That, as I told you, that there is a lot of emphasis is on the society is putting a lot of responsibility on us. So we need to gain that confidence of the people. Next slide, please. In that, you see, in my state, by doing service to the society, we have been able to earn the confidence of the masses. 24 घंटे बारिश में भीगता रहा, पेड़ से लटका छात्र का शव, forensic team आनपुर उतारा. So that level of confidence has to be in the society, that these people are here, they will give you the correct report, they will unravel the mystery of the crime, whether it was a suicidal hanging or a person was murdered and then it was hanged there. So all these questions will be answered by the forensic. So that is the level of this confidence or the credibility we have achieved on our state. And this is because we have been trying to deliver quality reports, so that investigation agencies as well as courts have confidence in us. Next, please. So I told you that the quality is very important. So how to do the maintain this quality? So first and foremost thing is quality of manpower. Quality of manpower is so important that he will be properly qualified. He should be trained. That means he has been imparted proper training in that profession. And qualification means he should have at least postgraduate or PhD, having a wide experience in the conferences, India and abroad, or in international conferences, so that you are able to interact with the people there and pass on certain information there from there. And also, so these are things. So qualified, I mean that way. And when you have qualified the person, he is a trained, he has been trained in the oriented in the profession, then equally important is he need to have a skill also, that ability to perform a task. He should be a skilled person also. It's not only he should be qualified and trained only. He should be able to handle the task in hand effectively and correctly, and so that results are accepted. So next is quality of, when you are doing these things, quality of sampling. So quality of sampling is also very important, for the simple reason being is it is said that garbage in, garbage out. So in today's scientific era, that quality, because of samples or this physical evidences present at the scene of crime, has to be properly collected, identified, collected, and then preserved also. And then here equally important becomes that the sampling protocols, for example, meant for physical evidences may not be applicable for digital evidence. They are different. Similarly, sampling protocol for the DNA evidence may be different for the sampling protocol meant for the collection of document evidences, or for that matter, voice sample. So the person who's entrusted with the task of sampling, he should be well-trained person. He should have a knowledge, scientific background. And I would emphasize here that the forensics at the scene, at the time of investigation, forensic experts should invariably be associated, so that whenever there is a sampling, there should be no issue afterwards that the case could not be solved for the simple reason there was not a proper sampling. So there should be no escape route for any person, or there should be no loophole in the system as far as investigation is concerned. And accordingly, we have also recently, there was a meeting from the government side to amend the CRP, CIPC and all these things. So we had also recommended that the investigation procedure, there should be amendment in the CRP so that 156A should be included, so that there is a element of forensic collection, forensic investigation in the crime investigation along with the police investigation. So then I again emphasizing is on the sampling part. Second becomes recording of the crime scene. That is 3D crime scene now is a very good tool. Now we should not, this money and all this should not be allowed to come in the way that this 3D is expensive, but the results are so good, so good, or so acceptable to the courts or investigation agencies, that we should not shy away from taking over this technology to the crime scene. We have utilized it and solved the cases where there was a allegation of police people and all those things. That is a long time story. I will not be able to explain that thing. But I personally utilize this thing, and I personally feel now, and in addition to that, all the evidences present at the scene of crime will be properly taken care of. There will be no doubts what was the distance, or at times certain things are left out because of human error. But there's this 3D crime scene recorder will be able to collect and record all the types of evidences present at the scene. Then equally important, because sometimes there is an allegation from the society that these people manipulate the evidence, either police people or sometimes some person may be influencing the person working in the lab. So in order to minimize that thing, that is element of biasness also. So it becomes that equally important that we should have a barcoding of exhibits from the crime scene itself to till the sample reaches the lab. So that expert is also not aware of which case he's handling. Police is also not aware who is sending the sample, whom they are sending the sample in the lab. So all these things will repose the public's confidence in the investigation process. So that is why I'm saying the quality of the sampling is very important. Then becomes the quality of the instrumentation. When you have collected the samples, everything has been done properly. So then the sample should also be properly analyzed in the labs. And for that, I think, am I audible? I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Maybe because the screen is not available, so I thought something has gone.
Hmm.
Anyway, so this I was talking about the quality of instrumentation. So forensic lab are now supposed to have a state-of-the-art labs. They should be equipped with all kind of equipment, and sometimes in certain specialties, it is not only one instrument. For example, in chemical sciences, you should have GCHS, GCMS, or even LCMS. So all these things will be helping in getting better results from the lab. Similarly, in the specialty of the DNA, there should also not only be gene sequencer, we should have a facility for mitochondrial DNA, we should have a facility for next generation sequencing, and even for rapid DNA typing also, so that we are in certain cases, we require the sample immediately, that in 90 minutes or 2 hours, so that the results are given to the investigation agencies to get proper lead in the investing. So in these situations, instrumentation becomes very important in the availability of the instrumentation in the lab, so that, for example, all the types of evidence which have been collected from the scene of crime, every lab should be able to analyze. There should be no scope, or there should be no excuse that we are not able to do it for the simple reason that because instruments were not there. So similarly, then comes the quality of analysis. Once instruments are there, you have been able to get the results and all those, then interpretation of the results is also important. So now, earlier there used to be a color test. Now then came era of instrumentation. Now one step ahead we have gone, that is database. So now everywhere you will find database of DNA, database of firearm, database of fingerprint, database of this documents. In document sciences, you have a database of currency, database of passport, database of visa. All these things helps us, because what is database? Database is not simply, it is a organized, structured information which can be easily accessed, managed, and updated. So that is the database. So it has been observed it has been reported from America and all those, wherever they have a DNA database, they were able to observe that the 40% of the crime cases in burglary alone, they were down. So that is the potential or importance of the database. So similarly, we need to go for database in this, and we should employ this in the investigation for the quality of reports or quality of the analysis there. Then nowadays, in the wildlife crime cases also, we have a 3D this DNA barcoding system also. So all these things are there. Once you have analyzed the sample, then reporting of the results is also very important, because if the results you have analyzed the sample properly, person should be able to take the care that these reports are properly worded, they are taking properly, all the tests have been mentioned there, the language should be very good, that there should be minimum, there should be no error of spelling, there should be no error of grammatics mistakes, all these things should not be there, and then properly worded also. One should see what type of word is required, so that you are able to communicate effectively. There comes the role of communication skill also. So it is not only in writing, but in also reporting and testimony also. So when you are reporting this results, so that it becomes important that you should have a properly worded report, and at least it is in the NABL standard, they have given a very good format how to write a report. And one of the things I've observed that they have emphasized the report should be accurately, it should be clearly, it should be. Hello. Okay, I'm finishing. So quality of reporting is there only, and then comes the testimony also. In the testimony also, we have to see that things are properly presented, because the law itself says that this in the testimony, again, whatever the results have been there, it should be your body language should be there, you should be able to properly communicate effectively there, so that reports are acceptable in the court of law, and whatever results have been observed, those should be with proper citation, all those things should be there. Next, please. Now, timely report. Now, earlier, the law has given a certain time frame. Now, it is responsibility on we people that we should not be guided, or somebody should be behind you that you should report in this much time, in this much time. These are the parameters that have been laid down by the Constitutional Act, that is either CRPC or sometimes POCSO Act. So we should take this onus should lie on us and responsibility that we should report the cases within a time frame of 2 to 4 weeks, and that is vision statement in our laboratory also, in our organization, that we should be able to report the case. And we have in the NABL quality policy also, we have said that we'll be reporting the results from this in a time frame of 2 weeks to 4 weeks in order to accelerate the investigation and justice against system. Please go ahead. Next, please. So what are the best advantage? That is all. Thank you very much, and I wish you good luck and best wishes to the organizers of the workshop.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us with your words.